Chosen one, wait. Before you scroll past this, pause. Because this is not about hype. This is not about you being above anyone. This is about something that has been building quietly in your life, and it cannot stay hidden anymore. You felt it. The shift, the pressure, the strange sense that something is about to surface. For a long time, you've been overlooked, underestimated, misunderstood, not loudly rejected, just quietly ignored. But what grows in silence becomes undeniable when it's ready. And the season of silence is ending. This is not about fame. It's about exposure. Exposure of your growth. Exposure of your consistency. You thought no one noticed the work you were doing behind the scenes. The early mornings, the quiet prayers, the self-control, the habits you corrected. You assumed it was invisible. It wasn't. God does not promote noise. He promotes readiness. And readiness has been forming in you for a while. There were moments you wanted to quit. Moments you questioned if staying disciplined even mattered. Moments you wondered if anyone saw your restraint. But discipline builds weight, and weight creates impact. For a season, you were hidden. Hidden while others were loud. Hidden while others rushed ahead. Hidden while others received attention you felt you deserved. But hidden seasons are preparation seasons. If you had been elevated earlier, you would have been exposed without stability. If doors had opened sooner, pressure would have cracked you. Timing protects. And now, timing is shifting. This is not a random breakthrough. It is accumulated consistency finally aligning with opportunity. You don't need to announce yourself. You need to stay steady, because when what's been hidden surfaces, character matters more than talent. There are people who judged you too quickly, people who assumed you wouldn't grow, people who underestimated your discipline, people who thought your quiet nature meant weakness. They saw silence. They didn't see strength forming. Strength that doesn't react. Strength that doesn't chase. Strength that doesn't beg for validation. That kind of strength is rare, and rare things eventually get recognized. But recognition is not the goal. Responsibility is. When exposure increases, so does expectation. You cannot step into visibility with old habits. You cannot carry higher influence with low discipline. You cannot sustain growth without structure. That's why your preparation took longer than you wanted. You weren't just being developed, you were being stabilized. Stability outlasts hype. There is something about to shift in your environment. Not dramatically. You will notice more trust placed in you. More opportunities aligned with you, more conversations directed toward you. Not because you demanded attention, because you earned alignment. Stay calm when it happens. Do not let ego rise when doors open. Remember the hidden season. Remember the quiet work. Remember the moments you chose discipline when no one was watching. Those moments built this one. And here is the warning. Do not sabotage visibility with insecurity. Sometimes when recognition arrives, old doubts resurface. You may question if you deserve it. You may fear losing it. You may feel pressure to perform perfectly. Let that go. You were not prepared for perfection. You were prepared for responsibility. And responsibility requires humility. The call that has been made is not about status. It is about stepping fully into who you already became. Not louder, stronger, not arrogant, grounded, not reactive, intentional. Your environment will adjust to the level you maintain. Maintain discipline, maintain peace, maintain boundaries, Because what has been hidden cannot stay hidden anymore. Growth reveals itself naturally. You don't have to force exposure. You just have to remain consistent when it arrives. The hidden season built your foundation. The visible season will test it. If this message feels like confirmation, if you sense that something in your life is about to surface, if you know you've been building quietly and refusing to quit, comment, "I'm ready to stay steady." Not for hype, for responsibility. Stay here. Because visibility is not the reward, it is the test. When what was hidden begins to surface, pressure increases. Not from enemies, from expectation. People will start seeing what they once ignored. They will notice your calm, your discipline, your stability, and suddenly the same ones who overlooked you may begin to rely on you. That shift can feel strange. Do not let it inflate you, and do not let it intimidate you. You asked for growth. Growth brings responsibility. You asked for influence. Influence brings accountability. You asked for elevation. Elevation brings exposure. This is why your preparation season was long. You weren't just learning skills, you were strengthening character, because talent without character collapses under attention. And attention is coming in subtle ways. More opportunities, more leadership, more trust, more visibility in rooms that once felt distant. Stay grounded when it happens. Do not rush to prove yourself. You do not need to perform loudly, you need to remain consistent quietly. There will be moments when insecurity whispers, "Don't mess this up." You didn't stumble into this, you were shaped for it. Every delayed opportunity trained your patience. Every closed door trained your resilience. Every misunderstanding trained your emotional control. Nothing was wasted. Now, something important. Do not confuse recognition with validation. You do not need external approval to confirm internal growth. Recognition may come, it may not, but responsibility remains either way. If influence increases, so must discipline. Guard your habits, guard your peace, guard your standards. The visible season tempts people to relax their structure. They think, "I made it," but maturity says, "I maintain it." This is not about a sudden breakthrough moment. It is about sustained direction. You may feel a quiet confidence forming now, not arrogance. Clarity, clarity that you no longer need to argue. Clarity that you no longer need to prove. That clarity is your foundation. Build on it. There may also be resistance, not obvious attacks, subtle doubt, subtle comparison, subtle fear of being seen too clearly. Visibility can feel vulnerable, but hiding is no longer your season. You were hidden to develop. You are visible to influence. Influence does not mean control. It means example. Your reactions will teach. Your boundaries will teach. Your consistency will teach. People learn more from what you demonstrate than what you declare. Stay measured. Stay thoughtful. Stay disciplined. The call that has been made is not about position. It is about posture. How will you carry growth? With humility, with patience, with steadiness, or with ego? Choose steadiness, because steady influence lasts longer than dramatic impact. There is something else unfolding. You are no longer intimidated by silence. That used to bother you. Now you are comfortable without constant affirmation. That shift alone proves your maturity. When validation no longer controls you, freedom increases. Freedom increases confidence. Confidence increases clarity. Clarity increases opportunity. And opportunity handled wisely builds legacy. You do not need to rush this season. Let it unfold naturally. Continue refining yourself. Continue improving quietly. Continue showing up consistently. When visibility increases, remember the hidden work. When opportunity expands, remember the discipline that built you. When influence grows, remember the humility that stabilized you. Nothing is being revealed prematurely. You are ready, not because you are perfect, because you are prepared. If this resonates deeply, if you feel that shift from hidden to visible, if you know you have been built quietly and are ready to carry it responsibly, comment, "I stay grounded." Let that be your reminder. Visibility is not the destination. Consistency is.